So you think that's a taint cushion? You know a taint cushion when you see one?
Yeah.
Okay. Wyatt, taint cushion or dong cushion? All right, guys.
Hey, it's Gabe's podcast, and we're not reviewing energy drinks.
No. But we are going to reveal something that might hydrate you anyway. It is the Testicuzzi, which is essentially a hot tub for your testicles.
Interesting.
Yeah, so...
This is yours.
Yes, it retails on testicuzzi.com for $69.69.
Convenient.
They also have a gold-plated version for 24 carats. It is sold out, though.
It's sold out.
It's
People
sold
buy
out.
it.
Yeah, I must have. Or, they...
Do they just say that it's sold out?
I mean, why don't we email them?
Okay.
But we're going to have a PG demonstration today, so essentially you have to put your balls in it. But there has been some debate around the office about whether this is a dong cushion or a taint cushion, so I wanted to get your guys' feedback on that.
First off, you had to squeeze those limes into that pool.
Right, and this is the black size, too.
This is for the average
there's
American
a white one,
white
too.
man.
Yeah. Well, this is the bigger one. The white one's smaller.
There's a smaller one.
No, it's just the color
wow.
white. Black
Oh.
makes it look bigger. It's an illusion.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll let that be.
I'm kidding. We'll move on.
All right, so this is either for your taint or your dong.
Yes. So we have to settle the debate right here. Do you think, Maddie, that it's a dong cushion or a taint cushion? So essentially when the balls are here, is the dong facing this way or this way?
Well, I mean, there's a little, you see the ridge
The
there,
swoop.
so I'm guessing there's a reason for that. I'm guessing you just sit there.
So you think that's a taint cushion? You know a taint cushion when you
Yes.
see one?
Yeah.
Okay. Wyatt, taint cushion or dong cushion?
I'm going to go the opposite because I would think this would be the side you would approach it for the same reason that Maddie described, because of that little dip there.
Yeah, it kind of funnels your ball sack in.
Yeah.
And Wyatt is correct. This is, in fact, a dong cushion. But I was tricked as well before we, did a...
You said this is PG?
Well, the arts, we're not using real dong and balls.
Yes, I guess.
But the limes, it's Friday, and there's
It is
I
Friday.
think it's
Friday.
time for a margarita. What do you guys think?
I would be up for a margarita.
All right.
Are you making us margaritas?
Maddie
Give
is.
you guys some margaritas.
Yeah.
Maddie's, where did you get all of that? That was magic. I'm just kidding. We all put that there beforehand.
Yeah. But, Maddie is filling in
didn't.
for Austin Anderson, where is Austin? Or does it matter?
He is on the farm, spending some time with his loved ones before our week away.
You guys are going on a soul-searching trip to Steamboat,
Yeah, we are.
staying in a covered wagon.
Yeah, the two of us are staying in a covered wagon, sharing a
sounds-
double-sized bed.
And not to be confused with the covered wagon where you fart under the sheets and make your partner smell it.
Yeah,
Also
like a
known as a
Dutch
Dutch oven.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
No, it's a literal covered wagon next to some natural hot springs. That was lovely.
That's a lot of salt.
Is you gotta make sure. I mean, it's kind of.
We're gonna turn.
You're
the
gonna
jet-
drink out of that?
I mean, I think we only have 2 cups and there's 3 of us. I mean, so we'll turn the jets on, get the jets
Are
going.
you really gonna?
There you
Oh,
go.
I love the lime touch. That is amazing.
If we're
Well
gonna do
done.
it, we're going.
Bottoms
all
up,
out.
Well
guys.
done, Maddie.
Whoa! You're not gonna wait for us?
Wow, what the?
That's so
heck,
rude.
dude? How's it taste?
That's good. I think the jets. I think this should be.
Is that gonna ruin the inside of that motor because you have margarita mix going
I
through
don't
it
know.
instead of water?
It's pretty salty, mostly because I think it was pre-salted, but
Naturally
it
salted.
was naturally salty.
Yikes!
So the
Gabe's
Testicuzzi, guys, is not only a good way to relax after a long day and put your boys in there and some hot water, but it's also a great way to have a bubbly drink.
What else is down here? Do we have some ice? I
We
need some
do.
ice.
Oh yeah,
This is your ice, actually. I think.
we'll put some ice in there.
I need some ice.
Need some ice for
So,
your
Gabe,
balls.
I have a question for you.
Yep, answer.
How many times have you used this? prior
How many
to
times have
drinking
I-
out of it?
Well, I mean, I've used it. I mean, like define use, like using it for a spa.
Yeah,
for my
putting
boys.
Your own boys in there. Did you already pour yours, Maddie?
Yeah, I did.
I've probably used it a half a dozen times.
Glug. You half a dozen times?
I don't know. I lost count.
6
It's a
times.
magical place, man. It's like the DMT of hot tubs, you know.
So you've used it 6 times. Thank you for the second lime.
You're very welcome.
How does it taste now with margarita mix with a little bit of salt on your lip?
I think I found a new reason to use this product. Honestly,
It's repurposed.
it really is. I mean, I feel like having your drink here. Like, what could you lay? Like, what is this? Like, so if this is a dong cushion when you're using it for your balls, if you're having a drink, like, what's the cushion for? I mean,
You
Your
could
wrist?
just get a straw,
Mm-hmm.
rest your head.
Oh.
Like you take a nap.
Take a nap.
so it's a straw. It's
You're
a
like-
straw
It's
rest.
like a few drinks in, and you just kind of need to rest your head down.
You
but
lay
you're not
your
ready.
head.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And then you have a
Both
straw.
occasions that you're using the Testicuzzi.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is a pillow for
Well,
your head.
and so
You're welcome.
So
That was
so to
good,
speed
man.
up
Good
things, we had a premix, right? The margarita was premixed, but like, what if it wasn't? What if you added your tequila and your margarita mix and or any kind of drink that requires a mix? I mean, the Jets essentially
Could mix it.
would be a
start
well
it, yeah.
mix.
It's not a bad idea though, because it's kind of a pain when you don't mix your drink very well,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh,
Especially
that's
margarita.
a lot. Or you taste a lot of the mixer, and then you get down to the bottom and it's just straight liquor. But
That's a lot.
that's mixing your drink as you go, because sometimes it settles too.
Yeah.
Well, even when the ice melts and all of that.
And you have
it's
to like mix it the whole time. You
Yeah.
sit there and mix it. This is just consistently mixing
Repurposed.
for you.
I think
How is it to drink
Testicuzzi.
out of? Is it
I
awkward?
actually that dip where your ball sack would normally go is actually like really convenient to drink out of. Yeah. And if you have like arthritis in your hands, like this cushion is nice.
That just doesn't look
That
convenient.
doesn't look convenient
Yeah.
at all.
I think Testicuzzi is missing a real market with. I think they should be selling this to bars.
Do you think they would have to rebrand?
What about the restaurant Dick's? I mean, you couldn't see the restaurant Dick's serving some kind of like suburban tropical drink out of this,
No.
Okay. All right. All right.
I mean, maybe out on the beach or something,
I mean, it's an expensive device, but like, what if like restaurants, like you buy the cup and you get like free refills, Like, what if you just buy a Testicuzzi and like they give you like free rum buckets as long as you're there, and you get to take it home.
But you get the Testicuzzi or you use the Testicuzzi?
Yeah. I mean, you could always drink out of the Testicuzzi when it's fresh out the box and take it home and do with it as you please. So, all right. I think we've talked about nutsack hot tubs long enough. There is a fight coming up tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This kind of a freak show act. It is Jake Paul, who is, for those of you who don't know, is a YouTuber who turned boxer, and Ben Askren, who is a UFC fighter, but he's not known for his striking or boxing. He's known for his wrestling. I would go as far as saying I've actually never seen him throw a punch inside an octagon. So who, I know you guys aren't like the biggest fight fans, but like who do you think
I
has
got
the
Ben.
edge in this fight?
Ben Askren all day.
Okay, let me ask you why.
Because he is a fighter he's been in 30 fights, right?
Something like that.
This guy's going to take a punch. He might not throw them, but he's going to be a good fighter.
Right.
And I think that's going to be the key. I mean, sure, Jake Paul might have some training for like the past 2-3 years.
Right.
But like Ben Askren's training that he's been doing for, I don't know, a few months, however long, 6 months? I don't know how long.
Yeah, I mean,
has
so
he
he's
been here
he's probably been focusing on boxing for the last 3 to 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like, but as a fighter, like a trained fighter, those 3 to 4 months are gonna be like able to be learned
Right.
so much quicker than Jake Paul, who's never fought before, and then he has to learn. But I mean, has 3 to 4 years devoted training, whereas Ben Askren doesn't. But I've got my money on Ben.
Yeah, so Ben I think has the edge because he's competed at the highest level of athletics. I mean, he was a collegiate
yeah.
he was a collegiate athlete, a
Olympic-
professional
Olympic,
fighter.
right?
Yeah, so I think if this fight goes out of 3 rounds, I do, and this is kind of Brandon Shaw's opinion on it, but I think he hit the nail on the head. If the fight goes out of side of 3 rounds, I do think that Ben Askren has the advantage, but Jake Paul could probably come with like a shitstorm of punches, overwhelm him. So I do think it's a little bit of a toss-up. Maddie, what are your words on this fight?
I mean, quite honestly, you guys both know I don't really watch sports all that much. So
Do you know who Jake Paul is?
I have no idea who Jake Paul is.
You don't even know who Jake Paul is? Because
That's probably a good
Jake
thing.
Paul is, at least you could say, I want to see him get punched in the face. Because
Well,
if you knew who
I'm
he
trying
was,
to remember-
you'd probably say that.
Because he was on Vine, right? Is that where he was from?
Probably. I assume so. He's a YouTube. I don't know. He probably had a Vine. But
I'd
that
be
was
lying if I
Logan-
said I knew who he was.
Logan
I'm
Paul.
thinking of someone else.
Logan Paul was a bigger Vine star than
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of
Jake Paul
because it's not really ringing a bell. But I mean, if I were to pick like statistic wise, someone who has more experience than the other, I'd probably go with Ben.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a solid choice.
statistically speaking.
There's also people who are banking on Ben breaking the rules of boxing, shooting a double leg takedown, dropping Paul on his head, and then just saying "fuck it, I don't care" and walking away. And
Taking his money,
Yeah.
and just walking. That would be amazing.
And there's
I wouldn't even
people-
be mad.
Yeah, there's people who said even if he gets DQ'd and he loses his purse for fighting for break a contract, that there would be a GoFundMe and he would probably make more money in the mist either
Oh
way.
yeah, I mean just the publicity of it all.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't matter. Yeah. Also, I mean, Ben Askren, I was watching a little bit about him. Like, this isn't the only thing going for him. He has his own training studios, and like he has like 4 or 5 different.
He's very involved
there's
in
a
youth
better
wrestling.
Word for it. Yeah, youth
Yes.
wrestling.
Okay.
Not I said studios. I'm trying to. What's the better word for it?
Program. He has like
Program.
an
Sure, why not?
online
Let's do that.
wrestling school. He's heavily involved in youth wrestling. Like, so he wrestled at the highest level in college. I don't know all of his statistics. I mean, but he's one of the best wrestlers to actually move into MMA.
Right.
And so his success in MMA was all because of his strong wrestling and his toughness. But he never really, had, even though MMA is about half striking, he never really had to show it or use it.
Yeah.
And so, but there's something to be said. Like, he was training with the top MMA athletes all through his MMA career. So he probably was training striking, but we've just never seen it in display. So Jake Paul actually might be in for a real world of hurt if he's.
The thing too is I don't know. I haven't watched any Jake Paul fights, to be very honest
do you
with
think
you.
though that if
But I have a feeling Ben Askren's going to be able to take a punch way better than Jake Paul. And I bet Ben Askren isn't going to be bad at throwing punches.
So you're saying Jake Paul's a bitch?
I would assume so.
I would think so. We know Ben Askren can take punishment, but we don't know that about
That's
Jake
what I'm
Paul.
saying.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Jake could come at him with a whirlwind of punches, but I bet Ben Askren can at least take it.
Yeah.
I have no idea about Jake Paul. I haven't watched any of his fights, and this is solely
But
off of just not.
Ben's
liking him
a
very
little
much.
old though. Had a couple hip replacement. He's a little past
This
his
is
prime.
true.
So
He has some
Yeah.
injuries, but
Yeah.
I don't think his hip injury is really going to come into play with fighting or like boxing.
I think. Well, and I think that's kind of where the 3 rounds comes into. It's like, he might not be what he used to be, and he might have to find that out the hard way and be embarrassed by a young, hungry kid like Jake Paul, or maybe, he's just a tough old bastard and who fights at a much higher level, and Jake's going to look like an ass.
Yeah, and my favorite part though about Ben and just watching a couple of the interviews, I don't think he cares either way. He wants
a big payday
he
for
wants
him. Yeah.
he wants to beat Jake, whatever his name is, the Paul brother. He wants to beat him, but I don't think he cares if he loses either. Like, it wouldn't really be that big of an embarrassment because he already has that knee thing on him where he just got pummeled in the head with a knee and got taken down. It was like a record. Did you know
Yeah,
about that?
so Jorge Masvidal knocked out Ben Askren in 8 seconds with a flying knee, and it's because Ben Askren was very predictable. He would go in and shoot a shot, and Jorge just ran up with a flying knee. It was kind of took him out right away, and it's
Yeah. But so where I was going, I can't even remember where I was going with that, but I don't think he cares at this point because he's already got made fun of quite a bit for the knee thing.
right.
So, I mean, I don't think he has really anything to lose.
It's just a big payday for both guys, really, and the fact that we're talking about it, that other people are talking about it. I mean, they've already won in a sense.
As much as I dislike Jake Paul, I do have to say that he's been putting on a good show.
Yeah.
Like, he's been getting the publicity. She's half of a
Publicity.
margarita.
Sorry,
Maddie, can
they're
you
a little
insert for me?
stronger.
Yeah,
Sorry.
What else is interesting
On top
out
of that,
there?
though, I mean, just
He's
been doing a good job.
Yeah. What else is relevant that Maddie actually has input
Yeah, let's
on?
talk about.
We
get Maddie
we
in
bring
this
Maddie in as a
conversation.
guest star, and then we talk about something
Just
that.
here to make the
It's
margaritas.
Gabe and
I
we should
don't have
her
any
sit in the middle
input.
because Gabe and I are just having a
Yeah,
conversation.
well, I mean, but that is tomorrow. That is Saturday, April 17th, right? Yeah, and so I don't even know what it's live streamed on, but that is kind of the talk in the fight world, and
We'll find it somewhere.
Yeah.
If not, you can wait probably a week and find it on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Why not?
Probably. All right, Maddie. We can wrap it up on Maddie.
Okay.
What we need to talk about something going on in your life. I have no idea. This isn't like me
Going
knowing
on
something,
in my life.
but we just have been talking about something exciting. What is going on in your
Something
life?
exciting.
you make a damn good margarita. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Both of you guys have salt on your lips, and I just think it's hilarious.
Well,
It's in the corner. It gets caught in the corner.
you're a salty guy. We have salt on our lips, so
I am a salty
Oh
guy.
wow.
I actually circle back real quick. We'll get to Maddie. I made a joke on our last podcast, and I called you Jake Paul. Do you remember? that?
for interrupting. Well, for interrupting you,
mocking-
interrupting me.
For mocking us, interrupting you.
Yeah.
That was salty.
Well, yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, yeah, sure. Maybe I pooped in your, car, but I don't know.
yeah,
Oh.
that's fine.
Did the eggs hatch yet? I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
find
we'll
out.
see.
We
Stay
don't
tuned.
know. Wow.
I don't know what he did to me.
I think I think should we wrap it up? Do you have anything you want to close us out on a positive note?
Yeah, what's going on, Maddie?
Not a lot. Oh, I dare you guys the next time you guys go out to a bar to try different pickup lines on your bartenders. I've been.
Okay, he's married.
I'm
I'm
married.
engaged. I don't think that.
It's funny.
Can it be?
Well,
I would
okay.
do pickup
let's
lines
be
on a
real
guy
here.
because then
Let's
it's
be
not
real
crossing
here.
any lines.
That's how you get me too these days, Maddie.
Listen to this. Okay, so most married men who've been married for more than 10 years,
You're asking like
They're
that's territory
going-
I know.
they're Gabe, I know you don't have any idea.
Okay.
I'm the one that helped you with to get engaged. It's fine.
It's fair.
It's true.
They go to a bar to release energy, whatever, flirt with the bartenders,
Sure.
see, get a little
Yeah.
something, nothing like crazy.
Yeah, it's not really crossing any
It's
boundaries.
not crossing
They're kind of
boundaries.
just being
It's
social, but
they're
it's
just
like
being
flirty.
Yeah. They're just trying to relieve some stress.
But using a pickup line. You just told us to use a
It's-
pickup
okay.
line.
What if it
Not-
works? I mean, what happens? Like,
Okay.
I don't
you know.
know.
What? You know what? How about this?
Okay.
Not for us.
Yeah.
but you
For you.
guys.
Yeah. Try it out.
What's the pickup lines? What do you got?
Oh my goodness.
Do you have
okay.
some? Is that where you're leading up to?
Well, I did have one, and then you threw me on the spot. Last night, who was I talking to? One of my regulars. He goes,
I love that sentence. One of my regulars. Go ahead.
Why?
I don't know. I just like it's just funny.
I forgot it. You put me on the spot. It's gone.
Gabe, what do you
All right. How about you guys drop your favorite pickup line in the comments? Maddie will review them and we will reply.
I want to hear. You got a pickup line off the top of your head?
My cock died. Can I bury it in your ass? Good night, everybody.
No. We cannot.
We can't end on that.
Cannot. No.
Please do not
Maddie,
end
bring
on
us back with the regular one.
I can't now.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I guess that's it. That's all we got. We're
That's
wrapping
it.
up on that. That's it. Oh yeah, the table slaps, Maddie. That's it.
That's it.